Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Morning, sir. Morning.
So, one more minute, then we are
Sir, I
going
actually
to
had to
start this.
ask, what will be the portion for like IA1? Will it be
Mostly,
centered or kinematics of particle?
this module will also be there, the fourth module,
Okay.
and whatever Hemant sir had taught you, that portion will also come.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so let us begin with the new topic today. As I have highlighted this topic in the PPT, that is motion curves. You can also call them as motion graphs, which are acceleration time graph or diagram, velocity time graph, then displacement time curves. So motion can also be expressed on the graph. Okay, and that graph will be helpful for further analysis of the motion. Okay, how we can do that, we will see. It is an important point even from examination point of view. Okay, so give the heading in your notebook: motion curves. Motion curves. So we will start from drawing the displacement time graph, ST curves. So put first heading as position time. It is also known as displacement time curve. You can say ST curve. Okay, so pay attention. Disturbance. Okay. So as I told you that you can represent any motion on the graph. Okay. So suppose I have to record the position of any object. Okay. Say which is moving along a straight line like this. An object is moving. So if I have to record that what was its position, say this is the origin point, and I will mark the distances like x1, then somewhere at suitable interval I will mark x2, like that. Okay, so either I can fix the interval in case of displacement, or I can fix the time interval, that I will record the position of the object after 5 seconds, after each 5 seconds. So in that way I can make a table. Okay, another way is that you simply draw a graph. Okay, in which, say, you have two axes. On one axis, say you have the displacement, and on another axis you have the time. Okay, so from your observation you will find that when time was 0, at that time, say it is the origin point, the displacement of the object was also 0. So you will mark this point. Then as time passes, suppose at time equal to t1, the object will displace according to its velocity. Okay, so whatever is the displacement, so it is our origin point. We will measure the distances towards right. Okay, so suppose if the object is suppose here, then its displacement will be measured from this origin point, that how much far away it is from this origin point. Okay, so it is our reference point. So depending on time, I will see what is the position of object, and I will mark this distance as here. So at this particular time, say the object is having a displacement of 2 blocks. Okay, so I am marking the distance on the y-axis. Similarly, as time will pass, I will record the position of the object, and after a considerable time, which is sufficient for our study, okay, I will draw a line which is connecting all these position. So whatever I have drawn is known as position time curve of the object, and this graph will give me the information about the position of object at any time, t1, t2, t3, like this. Okay, another thing to note down is that when you take any tangent, okay, so for example you consider it, say it is one graph of any object, object 1, okay, and say it is the graph of another object in parabolic shape, say it is s2, just for example. Now if you take the tangent on this graph, on this curve, okay, say at this point if you draw a tangent like this, okay, so say the graph will go from this point like this. If you draw the tangent on this particular point, say this particular point of interest is nothing but our any suffix you can use t2, then slope of this tangent, slope of this graph at this particular point will give you the velocity at that particular point. V equal to, when what is the definition of slope? Slope is nothing but ds upon dt. Okay, so on y-axis, what is the quantity we have taken is displacement, and on x-axis the quantity taken is time. So slope will be obviously ds upon dt. Okay, so you can say that slope on the curve, on the position time curve at any point gives you the velocity at that particular point. You can simply measure the slope from the graph itself. Suppose if you have pen or a pencil and you have the scale, you can easily measure that what is this particular height, this length. So this particular height is nothing but your ds, change in displacement over this much change in time, dt. Got it? What is the significance of position time curve and what you can calculate from it? Are you getting how it is drawn? Yes or no?
Yeah, yes.
It's simple. You generally draw a graph. Okay. So we are also drawing a graph in this case with displacement on y-axis. So this displacement, to measure the displacement of object, we have the origin point or reference point. Means from this reference point we will be measuring the distance of object like this. So on y-axis that will go, and on x-axis we are having the time. Okay, and just you are noting down the values. Okay, you are noting down the different values of say displacement, that what is my displacement s1 at particular time t1, then s2 at a particular time t2, and you are plotting all these points here. After that you are connecting it. Okay, so in one case, say there is linear relationship between displacement and time, so you get a line as a position time curve is your line when velocity is constant. But when velocity is not constant, the position time curve will not be linear. Instead it will be a curve like this. So it may be a parabolic curve or hyperbolic curve, whatever, as indicated from the equation of motion. Okay, so always remember the definition of velocity. Velocity you can find out at particular point from the graph itself by knowing the slope of the tangent at that particular point. Okay, so this you can note down, then we will move to the next point. Any doubt you can always ask. Let me know if you are done.
So, can you repeat the part when the position time will be a parabola or a hyperbola?
Yes. So see if you know that the slope of the displacement time curve is known as velocity. Okay. So if say velocity is constant, if velocity is constant, then what will happen? That your slope will be same at each point. Suppose you calculate slope here, then if you calculate slope here by drawing these triangles, you will find that the slope is coming same. What is slope? Slope is dy by dx. On y-axis you have the displacement ds, and on x-axis you have the time. So this value will remain same. This ratio, change in distance per unit change in time, will remain same. But if your velocity is not constant, suppose your velocity is not constant, say in another case, velocity is not constant. Okay, then what will happen? It shows that if you measure the slope at different points of curves, then you will find that this slope will not be constant. For example, suppose I calculate the slope here at this point. ये point पे मुझे slope लेना है. What I will do, I will draw a tangent. This tangent should be a straight line. Okay. Say here, if I draw a tangent like this, and I take what is the change in height, what is the change in height corresponding to what is the change in length. See, so you will see here change in height is much less per unit change in length. It means that in the same time it is traveling less distance. यहाँ पे distance traveled by the particle in the same time is less. Means here you can say that velocity is less at this point as compared to this point. Suppose if I want to calculate the velocity here, so what I will do, I will draw a tangent at this point. So if I draw the tangent like this, you can see the tangent is quite vertical. Are you getting it? यहाँ पे जो tangent बन रहा है, this tangent is quite vertical. Means slope जो है बहुत steep slope है. Slope जो है, इस slope का जो steepness है, वो बहुत ज़्यादा है. Means यहाँ पे velocity बहुत ज़्यादा है at this point. Getting it? Means here the change in height ds is very high as compared to change in time. बहुत कम समय में वो बहुत ज़्यादा distance travel कर रहा है. Means velocity is quite high here as compared to other points. Are you getting this? But if you consider a constant line, suppose you say if your displacement time curve is a straight line, means इसका जो लाइन है इसका स्टीपनेस तो सेम है, इसका जो इंक्लिनेशन है, if you draw the tangent here, that tangent will be on the line itself. अगर स्ट्रेट लाइन है और अगर आप उसके कोई पॉइंट पे टेंजेंट ड्रॉ करते हो, so for example here, if you draw the tangent here, so that tangent will be along the line itself. Whatever is the slope of the line, that will remain always constant. It happens because your velocity is constant. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when you will be solving the numericals, you will come to know about it. So should I move to the next point?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So after position time or displacement time curve, we will see the velocity time curve. That is nothing but VT curve. So as the name suggests, that on y-axis you will have the velocity, are you getting the disturbing voices, or is it clear? Voice is clear?
Voice is clear.
Voice is clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I am in my hometown. That's why I thought that I might face the network problem, but it's okay here. So velocity and time, as usual, you will observe the velocity and time, that what is my velocity at particular time, and you will plot that curve. So that curve may be again a straight line, maybe a parabolic curve, okay, maybe a curve of any kind, cubic curve, okay. It depends on the motion condition, whether during the motion your acceleration is constant, velocity or if velocity is constant, suppose if velocity is constant, how you will get the velocity time curve? Time is passing, but the velocity of the particle is constant. So I will get the graph like this. Simple graph. Velocity is constant. Jitna bhi value, for example, velocity is constant at 10 meter per second. So I will take the height 10 and I will simply draw a horizontal line because velocity is constant over the time. If suppose acceleration is constant means velocity is continuously increasing at constant rate. So I will get a graph like this. A line whose slope is constant, a line. So you can say that here acceleration is constant. Acceleration is constant. And what is acceleration? By the definition, okay. So you will see, by definition, acceleration is nothing but
Change in velocity with respect to time.
change in velocity with respect to time. If you have a graph of velocity versus time, you can calculate this acceleration at any point, at any time. Suppose I want to calculate the acceleration here. That is, I am asked that you calculate the acceleration at time t1. So what I will do, I will first locate where is the time t1. After that, I will go to the particular point on the graph here. And here I know that acceleration is nothing but the tangent or slope of the velocity time curve. See, what is it? It is nothing but slope of the velocity time curve, dv upon dt. It is the slope. dv upon dt is nothing but the slope of which curve? Velocity time curve, which is our acceleration. So at this point, what I will do, I will draw a tangent. So as you know that it is a line, it is a straight line. So tangent will also be along the straight line only. अगर ये लाइन को ही टेंजेंट बनाना है, लाइन के कोई पॉइंट को टेंजेंट बनाना है, तो वो टेंजेंट will be along the line itself, and I have to calculate the slope of that. So this vertical line will show me that what is the change in velocity, and this horizontal line will change will tell me what is the change in time, dv upon dt. So it is the acceleration at this point, but acceleration is constant. So you take any point, suppose here you take this point, you draw a tangent and you measure the slope of it, you will find that dv upon dt will come as constant. Okay, so it is the particular case. If velocity is constant, यहाँ पे अगर velocity लिया और अगर आपने इसका tangent draw किया ये line पे, तो वो tangent कैसे बनेगा? यहाँ पे इस तरह, it will again it will be on the line itself. What is change in velocity? Zero. Change in velocity is nothing but vertical height. So ये line का vertical height तो कुछ है नहीं. देखो पहला point भी tangent का उसी level पे है और दूसरा point भी उसी level पे, तो change in velocity is zero. Okay, and but there is some change in time, so that doesn't matter. So if change in velocity is zero, then your acceleration will be zero in this particular case. जब velocity constant होता है तो acceleration zero होता है. Okay. Next is next motion could be like there is variable acceleration. Acceleration is there, means velocity is changing, but its rate of change of velocity is not constant. So in that case, you might get any kind of graph like this. Okay, so if you want to calculate the velocity at any point, sorry, acceleration at any point, suppose at this point, you will draw a tangent on that point. Okay, you remember that at this point, you will draw the tangent and you will measure the steepness of that tangent. Okay, that steepness, that slope is nothing but your acceleration in case of velocity time curve. Okay, one more thing can be added here. Okay, that area under the velocity time curve gives you the change in position of the particle. Okay, so for example, suppose I draw another graph. Velocity, this is the time, this is the graph of motion. If I want to say, I want to find out that what was the change in the position, what was the change in the position when the object travels from T1 to T2. Okay, and if